Matter and energy are different versions of each other, and while you can convert one into the other, they cannot be created or destroyed. David Sedaris was reminded of this basic principle of matter recently when he tried a personal experiment of his own with an accessory he bought himself. His story was recorded in front of a live audience by Seattle Arts and Lectures. A quick warning to the squeamish: this story contains possibly sensitive content. There's nothing sexual or graphic, but some people might find it gross.
I've always liked the idea of accessories. It was my search for something discreet, masculine, and practical that led me to the Stadium Pal. An external catheter currently being marketed to sports fans, truck drivers, and anyone else who's tired of searching for a bathroom. At first inspection, the device met all my criteria. Was it masculine? Yes. And proudly so. Unlike a regular catheter, which is inserted directly into the penis, the Stadium Pal connects by way of a self-adhesive condom, which is then attached to a flexible rubber tube. Urine flows through the tube and collects in the Freedom leg bag, conveniently attached to the user's calf. The bag can be emptied and reused up to 12 times, making it both disgusting and cost-effective. And what could be manlier? Was it discreet? According to the brochure, unless you wore it with shorts, no one needed to know a thing about it. Was it practical? At the time, yes. I don't drive or attend football games, but I did have a book tour coming up. And the possibilities were endless. 5 glasses of iced tea followed by a long public reading. Thanks, Stadium Pal. The window seat on an overbooked cross-country flight. Don't mind if I do. I ordered myself a Stadium Pal and realized that while it might make sense in a hospital, it really wasn't very practical for day-to-day use. In an open-air sporting arena, a piping hot 32-ounce bag of urine might go unnoticed. But not so in a stuffy airplane or a small crowded bookstore. An hour after christening it, I smelled like a nursing home. On top of that, I found that it was hard to pee and do other things at the same time. Reading out loud, discussing my dinner options with a flight attendant, checking into a fine hotel. Each activity required its own separate form of concentration. And while no one knew exactly what I was up to, it was pretty clear that something was going on. I think it was my face that gave me away. That and my oddly swollen calf. What ultimately did me in was a self-adhesive condom. Putting it on was no problem, but its removal qualified as what, in certain cultures, is known as a bris. Wear it once and you'll need a solid month in order to fully recover. It will likely be a month in which you'll weigh the relative freedom of peeing in your pants against the unsightly discomfort of a scab-covered penis.
David Sedaris, his new book, Squirrel Seeks Chipmunk, A Modest Bestiary, comes out this month. He was recorded by Seattle Arts and Lectures.